Hey there, good looking. Join me for this a quick, no repeat, total body strength workout. Listen up. All you need is one pair of moderate weight dumbbells. For reference only, I have a pair of 15s. Now, this is also day 24 of our Unstoppable Challenge. Holy cow. We are so close, crew. All right, grab your dumbbells and let's go get warmed up. All right, shall we get warmed up? Awesome. Have you got your fitness watch turned on? Haha, just reminding you, if you have settings for workouts, I would choose strength training for this session. All right, let's get into a hip hinge. Take the hands just underneath the shoulders. Take the left arm and reach it up and look up, and then the right arm. Warming up into the T-spine and shoulder. So we have a total of 20 exercises, 45 seconds of work. We start standing, then we'll head to the mat, and then we'll come up and do some more standing exercises, and then head down into the mat. Finish off. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now take yourself to the top of your mat. Step back with your left leg. Take the left hand underneath the wrist. If you're able to, stay off of that back knee, but you can always drop it down. Now, right elbow's going to come in towards you and into the mat, and then twist. You can walk that right foot out to the side a little bit, but that ankle and knee is lined up. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. All right, go into high plank. Step the left foot forward. Maybe walk it forward if you need to. Take that left elbow, bring it down, and reach it. Three more. Last one. Good. Now step it into high plank, wrists under shoulders, and let's just hold here. Drop onto the knees and now push the ground away, separating the shoulder blades, and now bring the shoulder blades together. Push the shoulder blades away. Good. Warming up further into the shoulder, T-spine, rib cage area. 2 more. Come back into high plank. Bend your knees and walk your hands to your toes. Come into a standing position. Yeah, we good there? All right. Take the feet out. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Grab the toes. Now drop the hips all the way down. Keep the heels on the ground. And then shift side to side. So we're doing some pretty big mobility drills here at the beginning. If you're having a challenge with it, just hang with me. Arms up, press up. 1 more time. These sort of drills do need to be done on a regular basis. We're hitting joints that do tend to get tight as we get older. So if you're having a challenge, guess what? You need to do it more. Here we go. Arms up, reach up. Excellent. Hands light behind the ears, feet hip width. Push the hips rear, and let's just further warm up into the hamstrings. Learning a hip hinge too, because we are going to be doing a deadlift, and then follow the deadlift immediately with a one-legged deadlift. So I really want you to practice. If you're new to me, hinging from the hip, if you've been in my workouts for a while or a part of the challenge, you got this nailed. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. All right, we're going to get going. Why don't you grab your dumbbells, starting with 1. Place the other one just in front. Get the feet shoulder width or slightly wider. Hold the dumbbell up in goblet style. Drop your hips down and push through the heels and drive up. So your knees are tracking with the toes. You're sinking down as deep as it feels comfortable. Advanced people, I'd love to see if you can get the elbows to touch the inside of your thighs there. And then your dumbbells just close to the body so we're not stressing the low back. Slow and controlled. Good job, you. And breathe. Let's do a couple more here. Last one. All right, now dumbbell down, bending the legs to get the dumbbell down there, and then just mirror me. We're gonna just hit the outer hip here. I want you to soften or bend this knee, soften the other leg, and you're gonna abduct the leg away from you. By all means, you can hold on to something if you need to. However, I would rather you not. We want to learn how to stabilize. If you need to work on your balance, then this is one great drill to do so. This is called a standing fire hydrant. We're hitting those outer hip muscles. So you'll feel the one that's stabilizing probably more than the working one. Totally normal. Now heads up, before we do the other side, we're going to do a front rack squat. Last one. All right. At intermediate advanced, you're going to have a dumbbell in each hand. Beginners, one dumbbell or no dumbbells. Front rack means that we have the dumbbells here resting, and we also want the feet now hip width or shoulder width, so not as wide as the goblet. Push your hips rear, sink down, drive up. Chest up, head up. Good. So we have a set of these, and then we'll move on to the other side of fire hydrant. I think I just knocked my mic with this dumbbell too. My apologies if you got a lot of feedback there. This one can be really hard with more of a narrow stance, so take your time. One more. All right, here we go. We got standing fire hydrant, so bend the knees to get the dumbbells down there. Or even better, if you got a chair, put them on the chair so you don't have to bend down. We got the other side, so stabilizing knee is soft. This guy's at 90, and there you go. If you have osteoporosis or any low back dysfunction, I actually do recommend you put your dumbbells up so they're on a chair or a table, so you're not having to bend down to get them. We all have good intentions of picking things up with good posture, but sometimes the good intentions don't always happen, do they? So it's better to set yourself up for success so that you can keep training. Now we'll need a dumbbell in each hand when the timer goes. We're going to move into our deadlift pattern. One more. All right. So our deadlift is going to be shoulder width. Our knees are soft. I hate a straight leg deadlift. And as we come down, we really want to emphasize a hip hinge by pushing the booty away and then driving up. So you may not get down very deep, and then you may find as we go through the set, you can actually get down a little deeper as the hamstrings warm up. But you never want to go past the point where you can't maintain that neutral spine. If you're having a hard time, or if you're feeling it in your low back, get rid of the dumbbells, place the hands behind the ears like we did in warm-up, and practice there first. It's always important to get the basics down before you start loading up with weight. One more. All right, put the dumbbell down and just place it in your left hand. We're moving into a one-legged deadlift, and then we also need to change the hand with the dumbbell. So to step back with the left leg, give me a hip hinge, come up, switch hands, step back with the right leg, hip hinge, come up. Good. So as you come up, you'll switch the hand. Now if you want to bring that leg up off the ground, you can. So the leg that's lifting, that's the hand that's holding onto the dumbbell. We're remembering to keep those shoulders squared and focusing on something stationary for your balance. So definitely not me. Really activating the glutes and the hamstrings. One more. All right. A dumbbell in each hand, and then we're going to head down on the mat. So give yourself some room side to side. Step it out, just mirror me with the right. Push the hips rear, feet together, other side. Alternating a side lunge, or some people call it a lateral lunge. I just call it awesome. This one always gets my tush the next day. Not sure if I'm oversharing again, but it's really good to get the glutes. We've got one more leg exercise, and then we're going to move into the upper body. Let's get in one more each side so we get an even number here. Last one. And take yourself down. All right. One dumbbell on the hips for me, and hold on to it. Each hand, heels hip width apart and close to the bum. I want you to give me a weighted bridge. And then when you come down, walk your feet out. And now give me a hamstring bridge. So you're going to alternate, heels in, push through the heels, lift the hips, heels out, push through the heels, lift the hips. Good. Now, if you're having a tough time with this, get rid of the weight. We really want to pick those glutes up, move through the glutes and hamstrings, not the low back. So when the heels are close to the bum, that's more glute dominant. And then you'll feel that in the hamstrings when we do it with the feet away from the bum. Time. All right, moving into the chest, triceps, and shoulders. Take your dumbbell on the outside of the left shoulder. We're going to take it into a push-up. And then pick the dumbbell up and place it to the other side of the mat, and then push up. So you can do the push up from the knees. You can also choose to say, forget it, PJ, I don't want to do the push up, and just do the dumbbell pickup from the knees or the toes. You'll still get your pecs involved. Obviously not as much, but you've got to work around what you need to. Now, if you'd like to add some more intensity, come up off of the knees for the dumbbell pickup. I have to go on my knees for my push-up. My push-up just isn't strong enough to do from the toes. But if you're able to keep strict form, so that's elbows coming towards the back of your mat, gaze coming up, body moving in one solid plank, go for it. We're also getting some core here. Time. All right, dumbbell in each hand. Take yourself into a chest press position. That means that heels are hip width apart, close to the bum. Elbows are slightly in front of the shoulders. Lift the hips up into bridge and chest press. So same muscles that just helped us, just worked in the push-ups. We are further isolating them now with this dumbbell exercise. And then I've added a hip lift so we get into the glutes, hams, hammies, and the low back. Now when we come down, get that back of the arm to hit your mat every single time. Full range of motion. Exhale as you press up. You're going to really feel the triceps, the back of the arms by the time we're done this little series. Squeeze those glutes. Get those hips up there. Time. All right. Now for this one, we will keep the bum on the ground. Dumbbells are going to touch each other, and we'll perform a crush press. So with the dumbbells touching, resting on the belly to start, and then we press straight up and lower back down. Go. Now this is going to get our pecs involved again, but now it's making it a little bit more tricep dominant. So yeah, like I said, you're going to feel your triceps. But we love to feel our triceps, don't we? Yes, we do. Good. Your exhale again is as you push up. And then same thing, full range of motion. Extend the arms, not locking out the joint. Dumbbells coming right down to your belly. Now we're standing for the next series of moves. So just want you to wrap your head around that. When we hear the timer, we'll take a dumbbell and come into a standing position. All right, there we go. So one dumbbell only. We're just doing an isolation now for the triceps. What? I know, right? Stagger the stance, take a dumbbell on each end, and then drop the post behind the head. Holy moly, and straighten. Whew. Good times. When you come down, the elbows are going to point out. They may flare out a little bit, but don't let them flare out too much. And then we keep ourselves solid in that core, belly button drawn in. I really like this staggered stance that you see me in. I find that it helps me protect my low back. And just breathe, guys. Just breathe. This is the last tricep exercise. We'll start picking on our back muscles and biceps in 10 seconds. One more. And release. Oh, that was no joke. All right, now we need a dumbbell in each hand. We have a hip hinge for a piston row. So our setup for our feet, hip width. Soften the knees, hips go rear. Arms are down, alternating one arm at a time. Now remember that hip hinge. Whatever spine you have standing is the exact same spine we've got here. As we draw the elbow up, we're focusing on bringing the shoulder blade towards the center of the back. We're getting the big muscles down the sides of our back called our lats, in addition to mid-back muscles, rear delt, and bicep. If your low back starts to fatigue, that is normal. We are using your back extensors. But if it gets a little too painful, I want you to stand on up, readjust your position, and try again. Let's do one more each side. Last arm here. And up. Woo. All right. This one's going to be tough. We're doing some bicep curls with some pretty heavy weight here. So mirroring me, I want you to come across the body, give me a curl, and then lower. Okay? You ready? Let's do the other arm. Here we go. Come up. Now we don't want to swing, so it's very slow and controlled. And then we end with the hand right underneath the shoulder. How are you doing with your weight? I know. If you've got other weights nearby and you want to switch out, go for it. I don't have anything. Now this is our last standing exercise. We're going to finish the series on the mat in about 15 seconds. All right, one more each arm. Here we go. Up. Other arm. Up. And take it down. Dumbbells underneath the shoulders, hands on top of the post. Knees underneath the hips. Now I want you to straighten your right leg. Got it? Good. Now, pull the left elbow up for a row and release. Now, if you're able to, pick that right foot up off the ground and balance. So you're only balancing on the left knee and right dumbbell. You'll get a lot more glute and low back extensor involvement with this, but it is going to challenge your balance. So feel free to tap the toe down. Now we've got the same muscles working here with a little bit more core involvement that we did standing for that piston row. So your lats, mid-back, rear delt, bicep. Let's do one more. And release. Woo! I shake out my hands. Okay, so we got to do the other side, yeah? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we want to straighten your left leg. Got it? So it's the right hand coming up. You ready? Let's try it. Right hand up. Good. And then if you want, extend that back leg completely off the ground. Now this is the last dumbbell exercise. We're going to move into some posture work, working the smaller muscles of the mid-back using just your body weight, and then your big muscles down the bottom of your spine, your extensors, and then we'll move into some core work. So we can place these off to the side in 2 more reps. Last one. All right. Dumbbells off to the side. Now, we want to be on the stomach, tuck the toes in, bring the arms so they're level with the shoulders and then just slightly below them, thumbs pointed up. From this position, we lift the arms up as high as we can and lower. Once you've seen me, I want you to tuck your chin in. So you're looking down on your mat and you're leading with the thumbs. That's important. That's going to get those lower traps of ours fired up. These guys can be weak and they can cause such havoc with our posture and our shoulders. So keep those thumbs pointed up. If you have tightness in the shoulder, it might be hard, but focus on it. And then toes are tucked in. So the body, the lower body stays on our mat. We're just lifting those arms. When they hit the ground, boom, back up again, squeezing those shoulder blades every rep. 10 more seconds. One more. All right, bring your arms down by your side now. They can be wider than the mat if you'd like. Palms are facing down. Now, same thing, crew. Tuck the toes in, keep the toes in. Now, keep them on the ground. Lift the chest, raise the hands up, lower down. Low back extension. As we lift up, we lift the arms up. Chin stays tucked in. If you want to make this harder, bring your hands light behind the ears. The pads of your fingers touching your temples, not behind the ears. And this is going to add the weight of your arms to lift up. Once again, feet stay on the ground. Working the big muscles down the base of our spine, your rector spinae group. Two more. Last one. Whew. All right, come on up. Back into that bird dog position with no dumbbells this time. So wrists under shoulders, knees apart underneath the hips. We extend one arm and the opposite leg at the same time. Bring it back and then the other side. When we extend, we want to keep our spine in neutral, not lifting that leg up and hyperextending the low back. As you lift the arm up, turn the thumb again so it's pointed up to your ceiling so we get those lower traps. Once you see me, take your gaze down or just slightly at the top of your mat there. It's a really good core exercise. We'll finish off with a V-sit, final exercise. One more rep here. Time. All right. So, seated nice and tall on the spine. This part's important, all right? Now, from this position, you're going to lean back, and then if you're able to twist, you're going to add a twist. You're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you have osteoporosis, you're just going to hold the V-sit. But it's 4 Russian twists, 4 double crunch. Or V-sit. We're almost there. Last set here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Double crunch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Woo! We did it. Listen up. Grab a quick sip if you need it. We're going to finish off with a couple of stretches and then you can continue on with your day. Cheers. All right. Let's start on the bellies. Elbows under shoulders. And hold yourself in this sort of sphinx pose. Bring the feet close together. Drop the hips to your mat. Maybe look up a little bit. And now let's lower ourselves down. Bring the heel to the bum. Make a fist with the other hand. Place the forehead on it. Knees are close together and breathe. Let's do the other side. Heel to bum. Make a fist with the other hand. Place the forehead on it. Stretching that front thigh. You might even feel it in the front of the hip. Release. Fingertips are slightly ahead of the shoulders. Tuck your back toes under. Press the hips up for downward dog. I think I'm really hitting my mic now. Sorry about that. You want the feet straight. Elbows turned in slightly. Fingertips point straight ahead. Ears beside the biceps. Pressing the hips up. And lower down. Let's take it into the forearms a bit. Rotate the fingertips so they're pointed towards you. And then sit back on your heels to just feel the tops of the hands, or bottoms of the hands, pull off. The palms pull off your mat. Stretching into your forearm flexors here. Now we're going to pull back so that the tips of your fingers are the last to come off. Feels good, hey? Have a seat. Let's take that right hand behind the head, lean away, get into the shoulder and tricep. And then hand to ground and reach the arm up and get into side body and lat. I hope you enjoyed the workout. I look forward to reading your comments. If you're here on YouTube, hey, click that thumbs up. Release, other hand behind the head. Good. And little lean away. And for those of you in the challenge, 4 more days. 4 more days. This has been an epic challenge. Holy cow. Let's reach it up, side body, lat stretch. Make sure you're rooting yourself, though, on that side that we're stretching. Don't let the bum lift. Root the glutes into the mat. Here's our new line. Root the glutes. And release. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next workout. Bye.